Now, the chairman of the Police Service Commission, DIG Hashimu Argungu, retired, has condemned the worsening human rights violations in the southeast and warned that the commission would take action against indiscipline within the police force. He emphasized that the PSC will no longer tolerate officers involved in misconduct, with plans to implement disciplinary measures, including dismissal for officers violating approved conduct. Speaking at the Southeast Stakeholders Summit on Peace, Security and Human Rights Violations in Enugu, Argungu highlighted the Commission's ongoing concern over police officers' involvement in civil matters such as land disputes, debt collection and marital issues, despite previous warnings. He criticized officers' financial motivations, which he said lead them to engage in these unlawful activities. So for a reaction to the warning issued by the Police Service Commission to police officers over rights violations in the Southeast and how to curb them, we're now joined by lawyer Barrister Maxwell Opara. Good afternoon and welcome to the program.
Good afternoon, Vimba. Good afternoon, Nigerians. It's my pleasure to be here.
All right, it's great to be in conversation with you. Now, I know you're reacting to this particular statement, so let's start with that. What's your initial response to the reaction that actions will be taken?
Well, I want to, first of all, thank the chairman of the Police Service Commission, and I'm also happy that the thing is coming from Police Service Commission, police institution, police regulatory agency themselves. Because it's no longer news that any police officer that wants to enrich himself, you lobby to go to the Southeast. What do I mean? The Southeast is the only place that you go, you violate people's rights, you exploit them, and nobody will ask questions. Now, militarization of the police on our highways, from Enugu to Umuahia to Aba, count number of police checkpoints we will see there. From Enugu to Ebonyi State, from Umuahia to Owerri, all those roads, all those federal roads in the Southeast, they are there exploiting people, and they are not hiding it. Most of the times, they will pay the particular amount of money they will be collecting. They may say that if you are using a bus, 16-seater bus, look at how much you will pay. And when you pay, they will give you change. They are not hiding it. And the police hierarchy, they are seeing it. Though we are hearing that they normally give returns to their CP, to their area commanders, and to the AIGs and what have you. Now, how to get these people and get them disciplined is as easy as anything. You can disguise yourself. Now, on the issue of delving into civil matters, matrimonial issues, simple contract, declaration of title to land, these are the things that we have been complaining. That police, you are only there to investigate crime and protect life and property, not for you to go into matrimonial issue. That a man want to send his wife out from the house, he will use police. Somebody is owing somebody the recovery of debt. Instead of you to go to court to recover your debt, you use police to recover debt. So these are the issues, the civil matters police normally delve into. And I'm saying that except we begin to investigate how police make their money, police officers make their money, we will not make any headway. I have said it and I will continue to say it. The kind of unreceipted money that is going into Nigerian police force is enough to do Nigerian budget. What do I mean? Ask how much banks are paying to Nigerian police. Nobody is accountable for all those money. Companies in Nigeria, money they pay for police, for securities, schools, all this money, who is accountable for it? Nobody. They will just share it among themselves. So let there be a legal framework where we should have a particular law that will say if you're a company, you demand 3 mopo or 10 mopos, look at how much you will pay. You pay it into federal government coffers, we'll give you receipts. But all these ones we are seeing now, check out oil companies, construction companies, all these embassies, how much are they paying to have security? Who is collecting all this money? If you calculate this money and harness this money, it is enough to do Nigerian budget, Nigerian police budget. That is my take.
Thank you so much for that. There's so many things to take away from your response, but I'll try and tackle them one by one. The first being this rampant should I call it a black market for the use of police to meet various ends in various sectors. Some people say that it's a welfare issue, but it seems like there's so many things compounded in there as well. Beyond corruption, what do you think is enabling this, norm? We've normalized it, that the police are there to be used as long as you can pay the price. What's the foundational issue here? Because
nobody has been disciplined. Just like DIG Argungu retired said, Nobody has been disciplined. I can't see the reason why somebody is owing a particular person. You just go and tell police, this person is owing me 10 billion naira. How do I recover it? Police will tell you that you will give us this so percentage. They will just go, get the person arrested, collect his phone and detain him. And before you could know it, most of the times they use judiciary. They will rush to one nearby magistrate court and get court order. And when you ask questions, they start displaying a particular document. This is a court order. We kept him under, court said that we should keep him for 3 weeks. So that the person will be forced to pay the money. So when we get somebody and discipline one person, others will learn their lesson from there. At least you serve somebody as a deterrent to others. So if you watch Nigerian police, from the IG to the DIGs to the AIGs to the CPs and area commanders and the CSPs that are controlling various divisions, they are 80%, if not 90% of them are corrupt. So if the Police Service Commission, that is a regulatory agency to all these police, are ready to work in conjunction with the Ministry of Police Affairs, I'm assuring you, if they say that they're going to work and call people, that people should give them information, in the space of 6 months, we'll get all these things done. And moreover, to also make sure that the money that is paid for junior officers, I get to them, because I've seen some junior officers, when they pay the money for this election monitoring, they're big men in the office who convert the money to their pocket, and they cannot say anything. Because if you say something, they will transfer you out and put you a place that will suffer. So these are the issues that we'll need to look into. If the police hierarchy, the regulatory agents are ready to work together with the National Human Rights Commission and delve into this thing, it will get it resolved. And moreover, another people that are violating people's rights using Nigerian police are politicians. And most of the times when they get somebody arrested, a politician will call. They say he's a member of Police Service Commission, a member of Police Service Committee on Police Affairs, House of Rep, a member of Senate Committee on Police Affairs, House of Senate. So these are the issues. If we can have a stakeholders meeting, let us tell ourselves the truth. We'll get this thing resolved. It is easier to talk than to take action.
Okay, when you first started speaking, you said from your own opinion or from your own observation that any policeman who wants to make money would, petition to be moved to the Southeast. What is peculiar about the Southeast that is facilitating a more rampant existence of police getting involved in civil matters? Now, I'm from Southeast, and I will tell you this, you can take it to the bank. No average Igbo man would like to waste his time in the police, unlike our brothers from the North. In fact, most of the times, you don't just come and arrest them anyhow. They have a formidable traditional setting where the emir can ask you a question. But in the Southeast, I'm telling you, when you get somebody arrested for no just cause, before you could know it, his people say, no, I don't want this person to pass night at the police station. They will be rallying around asking you how much. And for the fact that most of our people are also good to intimidate people with police, they will use police to intimidate you. I have seen where police is investigating issue that has to do with declaration of title to land. I have seen where police is investigating the issue that has to do with the matrimonial issue. I have seen where police is investigating issue that has to do with the civil contract, simple contract. These are pure civil matters that police has no business to do. But immediately you get to there, they would like to criminalize it. They would like to paint it a situation whereby they will try to get out a criminal element in that particular issue. So if the traditional rulers, the religious leaders, the political leaders in the Southeast will come together and say that enough is enough, we'll get it resolved. I use our people from the North, our brothers in the North. There are some things that you don't do in the North, for goodness sake. You cannot just arrest anybody anyhow. People will ask questions. Most of the times they will protest. But our own people, to protest is even a very difficult issue, because they're always on the run. They're always on the move. That is it. Okay, Barrister, you're painting a picture of relative anarchy in the southeast, and I just want you to unpack it further, because we know that there's been a struggle for us to clamp down on even actual illegal activities as well. You're still facing sit at home. There's so many things happening. Why can't any of this anarchy be clamped down? What do you think are the forces that are at play to ensure that anarchy remains the order of the day?
In the Southeast, the problem in the Southeast is our leaders, our political leaders, in quotes. That's the problem in the Southeast. If you watch very well, there are some things that are happening in the Southeast that doesn't happen in another region. Just like this issue of a sit at home. You should ask yourself question, why sit at home? You should ask yourself question, why sit at home? Now, this issue of a sit at home, why has it not been resolved? Because some persons feel that once we have insecurity in the Southeast, it will give them opportunity to hold their state politically. That is to say, they will make the state ungovernable so that opposition will not have a grant to come and contest with them. Whether I call it during a senatorial election, House of Assembly election, local government election, or governorship election. So when they make the state very ungovernable, they will have opportunity to excel. Except a few of them that are making progress, trying to ensure that at least they will have security. Someone like the governor of Enugu State, he's doing something. Though Soludo is also doing something. That also reminds me that while you are doing it, you do it in line with the law. But other states, you see that they're even using police officers that are not from that place to intimidate their own people. It is just like that. You can carry out your investigative journalism. It's as good as that. So if our political leaders today say that we are going to have absolute security in the Southeast, take it to bank, we'll have absolute security in the Southeast. So, and I continue to say it, when they said unknown gunmen, in the state you are governed, and you said that the people will just come and kill and go, they say unknown gunmen. It shows that you are incompetent. You are not even qualified to be a community leader, not to talk about a councillor, talk less of a governor. You should resign. Where you are controlling the entire local government structure, you are controlling the traditional rulers, all the PGs are under you, the Igbo's, the traditional rulers are under you, and you are saying unknown gunmen. Where are they operating from? Either you are the person that is sponsoring them, or you are incompetent. Because if you are competent and you are not the person that is supporting them, under 24 hours, once a crime is being committed, you get those people arrested. So our leaders, political leaders from the Southeast, are the problem of the Southeast.
Okay, and just as we round up, we just have about 30 seconds for this last question. As you're saying, the leaders are complicit. The law officers, the police officers, are also running rampant. There's so much going on. Do you think this call from the Police Service Commission is going to yield any fruitful results?
It can only yield results if the chairman Police Service Commission take it upon himself, come up with a memo, go and visit the president, tell the president this is what we can do. Liaise with the Police Service Commission, Minister of Police Affairs, and put in machinery, disciplinary machinery in place. When you use one or two persons as example, take it my brother, my sister, it will be resolved. Now you are talking about how this thing will be resolved. The time they established Ebubago in the Southeast, that was the time Akeredolu established Abotokon in the South. Why is it that of Ebetoko in the South is functional and the Ebubago is not functional? It's a leadership problem. Because what is their intention of establishing this? If the intention of establishing this is for political reason, to intimidate their political opponent, then the people that you recruited, they have your mandate, and they should go for that. But if it's for security, they also have their mandate. They will go for security and get all those criminals, get them arrested and prosecute them, working with the police. But when the police discover that, look at your body language. Your body language is to make sure that nobody challenge me in this state. Then they will give you what you want, and they will be dealing with people, and nobody will ask questions.
Barrister Maxwell Opara, it's always a pleasure to be in conversation with you. Thank you so much for your insights. I wish you a wonderful day today.